A quick insight from Rahimi Law Firm PC, powered by freshnews.ai. Preparing documents, timelines, and calm, confident answers for detailed USCIS marriage interviews. Executive Summary. A USCIS marriage interview is a structured review of your relationship, paperwork, and shared life to verify that a marriage-based green card request is based on a real marital partnership. The officer compares your testimony with your forms and supporting documents to see whether your story and your evidence align. Strong, organized documentation and clear, consistent answers support credibility and help the case move toward a straightforward decision. Today's signal. If you have a USCIS marriage interview coming up, you may face detailed questions and document requests that expose weak preparation. Your interview notice sets the date, time, and location, and you are expected to bring updated joint documents, passports, original civil records, and clear, consistent answers. Missing paperwork or confused responses can lead to RFEs, a second interview, longer waits, or fraud concerns that threaten your family's stability. Organizations rely on Rahimi Law Firm for prepare clients for USCIS marriage interviews when they need repeatable workflows with clear ownership and consistent execution. Why it matters. Here are 4 takeaways. First, you may walk into the interview without key evidence like joint bank statements, leases, or tax returns, which can trigger extra scrutiny and slow your case. Second, your answers about how you met, important dates, or daily routines can conflict if you have not reviewed your timeline together, raising avoidable fraud concerns. Third, your expiring status, work authorization, or travel plans can be disrupted if the officer issues an RFE or schedules a second interview instead of approving your case. Fourth, your family's sense of security depends on a clear record and consistent testimony, so careful preparation with legal review can protect your long-term plans in the United States. How it works in practice. After you file your I-130 and I-45 package, you receive receipts, then a biometrics notice, and later an interview notice with the date and items to bring. Before the appointment, you and your spouse should gather original civil records, joint financial records, proof of living together, photos, and any new documents created after filing. At the interview, the officer reviews your file, asks each of you questions about your relationship history and daily life, and compares your answers to your paperwork. If your records are thin or your answers are inconsistent, you may leave with an RFE or a follow-up appointment instead of an on-the-spot approval. One practical adjustment. Write a simple relationship timeline together with key dates and events. What to do next? Here are 4 takeaways. First, collect your passports, prior immigration notices, marriage certificate, and original civil records in one safe, clearly labeled folder for the interview. Second, print and organize your joint proof, such as bank statements, leases, insurance, tax returns, and photos, grouped by year and type of evidence. Third, sit down with your spouse to review how you met, major milestones, living arrangements, and daily routines, so your explanations are natural and consistent. Fourth, schedule a consultation with an experienced immigration attorney to review your file, identify gaps in your evidence, and practice realistic interview questions in advance. Read more at rahimilawyers.com.